A man from Kent is facing extradition to Portugal for a crime he was cleared of 17 years ago.
Polski sąd upomniał się o nią po 6 latach międzynarodowym listem gończym. I w Polsce jeszcze jako nastolatka dostała wyrok w zawieszeniu za posiadanie niewielkiej ilości narkotyków.
Deborah Dark, a grandmother from southwest London, says she's being pursued by the French authorities for a crime she was acquitted of 20 years ago.
The European Arrest Warrant was rushed through the European Union in the wake of 9/11. EU member states recognised they needed to work together more efficiently and effectively to tackle serious cross-border crime and terrorism.
It was like two policemen with the warrant arrest, and they say they have to take me to prison. Like I was a new person, have good job, normal life. And now just because of something what I done when I was 16 years old, I could go to prison.
It affects thousands of people every year, and beneath these numbers there are real people, people that are being torn from their home and families.
We had our hands tied behind our back and looked at a wall from 4 o'clock in the morning, and if we closed our eyes or bowed our heads, we were punched in the back of the head.
It was 6 years ago, during Euro 2004, that Garry Mann was arrested for his part in this riot in Albufeira. The former firefighter lost his job as a result of the conviction and has always denied his involvement in the riot.
When I arrived at court, I still hadn't seen a translator or a lawyer. 1 hour before the court appearance, I saw a lawyer for 5 minutes.
The European Arrest Warrant is based on the dangerously naive presumption that all EU member states guarantee basic fair trial rights in all cases, all of the time. That's simply not true, and because of that, the European Arrest Warrant has caused some serious cases of misjustice.
For 4 months, I was spent in a juvenile prison. As soon as I turned 21, I was moved to a maximum security prison in Athens. People don't understand how hard it is to be the youngest person in a foreign maximum security prison, especially when you know that you've done nothing wrong.
We soon recognised that it was just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, there were lots of people out there who were being affected by misuses of the European Arrest Warrant.
Our lives have been turned upside down and inside out. Nothing's the same.
If I leave the country, I will be arrested because I'm still on the European Arrest Warrant.
We've now started down the road towards a fairer extradition system for Europe, but there's still a long way to go. The UK government needs to deliver on its promises of putting in place vitally needed safeguards.
The change I'm introducing would have allowed Andrew Symeou to raise in his extradition hearing the issue of whether or not a decision to charge him had been taken. It would likely have prevented his extradition at the stage he was surrendered, and quite possibly altogether.
The European Union needs to act to introduce safeguards at European level. And crucially, the EU also needs to work to improve basic fair trial rights across the European Union, because without this, the basic underlying principle of the arrest warrant, the idea of trust in all EU countries' justice systems, is dangerously misplaced.
It's been difficult. My family were traumatised by it.
What's worse was the emotional side, the accusation that was against me.
In one moment, everything was like done. I was sure I'm gonna lose everything.
I was facing 20 years in a foreign prison for something that I didn't do. And it's all because the European Arrest Warrant allowed that to happen.
My son was always my dream, so I was thinking like just because of that arrest warrant I can lose him for sure.